Got it. We are live. Okay. Let's see what's happening here. I got to just make sure it's showing on Facebook. Welcome. If you're watching the replay, you might want to fast forward a little bit. I really would love to have white walls. I have to change I don't want to paint right now because I wouldn't be able to open my windows. So it's driving me crazy. Such a drab background. You know what? No, the Zoom's backgrounds just don't work very well. They cut off my hair and stuff. I might try blurring. Nah, that wouldn't look that good either. Oh, well, I'm just going to see if anybody's going to come on and know that. Let's see what the blur background looks like. No, see, does that look even good? I don't know. I have a couple of backgrounds, but they look kind of funny, right? Makes my hair look weird. Let's just stick with this for now. I wish I could lighten it. Lighten it. Adjust low light. Oh, that's a little better, right? Okay. Hello, hello. I'm just going to go on and let people know I am live. Let me know if you hear it watching, and if you've watched the replay, for sure. I would love to know that you have watched the replay. And I am also here to answer any questions. So, of course, if you are even watching the replay and you have questions, let me know, right? Post them in the comments and I will do my best to get back to you, of course. And also, I would love for you to suggest any future topics, any things you want, or any questions you have for future videos. I know I said I was going to go live every Monday, and then I hadn't gone to a movie in a long time, and I didn't want to go on a busy Tuesday, so I went last night. We are live. Okay, let me just shut this off. Okay. So I've got it shared now to Women Creating Healthy Lives. That is my Facebook group for women over 40, 45, 50. But the problem is that Facebook is giving our Facebook page groups very, very little. Like my post reach is so low in my Facebook group. That's why I'm here on my regular Facebook feed. There you go. And also I have more friends, right, like here that don't know about my group. So I'm trying to figure out what to do about my group. I'm also on YouTube, Diana Marchand. I have actually way over 800 videos on YouTube, and lots of recipes too. If you go back to some of my older videos, I started in about 2010 or 11. So if you go back then, wow, you'll see the me, the young me, very, very, very shy me. It's really quite funny, but I used to be a raw food chef. And so I started out doing coaching and teaching raw food recipes, and I was raw for a year and a half, all raw for a year and a half. I lost a lot of weight at about the age of 48. So I started perimenopause at 43. And then by 48, I was completely finished. And I don't know when I lost all that weight. I just became really excited about the lifestyle I was living and about feeling so much better than I had been. So I wasn't so focused on weight loss. After a while, I was focused on feeling better, enjoying the food, helping others enjoy the food and learn what to do to really begin to feel better. And my true love is health, freedom, living your life fully, not just weight loss, you guys. You can focus just on weight loss, but I tell you, you might be very frustrated, and especially in midlife, because sometimes it is not something that is the easiest thing, although it's totally possible. The thing is that there's so many factors involved with weight loss when it comes to midlife. And I have done many, many videos on that. And that's what you will find on YouTube also. And then on my website, dianamarchand.com, I do have some really good trainings for someone who's in perimenopause. You can see free trainings from me and trainings on the food, the stress reduction, and mindset. And those are some things we're talking about today. Today, I'm going to talk about the 6 things that are really quite crucial to implement and to look Sorry, I just was eating. And to do and to take care of when you are in midlife or beyond, you guys. Like, obviously, someone who's 45, that means you're midlife to the age of 90. And lots of people, let's face it, don't make it to 90. So midlife is a lot earlier than we actually think. But most of us think of midlife as 50 or over, actually. So it's crazy. So let's talk about these 6 things after I've helped hundreds and hundreds of women through this phase. Now, I also want to mention I have a 14-day clean, it's like a clean eating cleanse program. I call it Recharge and Rejuvenate. And we're also going to talk about some practices and stress reduction, because you will find out in this video, it is not just one thing. It is not just one thing that's going to help you feel better in midlife or whatever in your life, period. It is many things. And if we do not take care of yourself, then you're going to notice that it's going to take you a long time to start to feel better, right? You can't, like, I think midlife is like I'm just putting, I am live now to come and join me. Midlife is just a roller coaster ride. It truly is. That's just the way it is. Emotionally, your physical body, your emotional body, your energetic body, all of it, your life, how you are changing. And it's like when we're in this cocoon, it's not comfortable. Change cannot be comfortable. And this is a change you cannot stop. You cannot say, I am not going to I'm not going to go through this transition. And it's true that some people don't have a lot of what we call menopause symptoms when they're going through this phase. That may be true. You may not be noticing a lot of menopause symptoms, but I can, like the usual that we're thinking, hot flashes, not sleeping well, digestive problems, weight gain and all of that. But I bet you are having some emotional symptoms, whereas you're like, things come up in your life, even though you feel really happy with your life, like you should be happy. It's like there's this unsettled feeling. There's this, I don't know what's wrong, but I should be really happy, but I'm not. I'm feeling flat. I don't know what I want. All of these things going on. And that is because this is the time we are meant to change, transition, transformation, all of that in this midlife phase. That is just my hair, eh? That is just who we are. We are meant to go through this change. So it can be uncomfortable, but you know what? Don't fight it. This is what I've been learning. It's not to fight it. It's to embrace it and to change with the change. You need to change with the change. If I could say one thing, it's that. And you don't have to change it. I know I want to fix my hair. You don't have to change in a way that you don't want to change. This is the thing. And I think we're going to find out now as the years go on. Oh, hi, Shelly. Hi. Oh, someone else is on. Hey, ladies, thank you for joining me. Thank you. I just want to also let you know about my 14-day program right now, that for today and tomorrow, it's only $55. It's going to go up to $197. So if you are interested in joining me in a 2-week program to really clean your eating, clean up your mindset, really shift into a better you, learn what to eat now, all of those things. That's what I'm doing. And so, yeah, it's on I will post the link below, but make sure you check that out, dianamarchand.com/rejuvenate. Get it at a really good price. There's no sense wait. You can wait till it goes up to $197, but otherwise. So do you have any questions, ladies? There's 2 ladies on watching me. So if you have any questions, post them in the comments. It can be about exercise, about food, about hormones, about superfoods, anything or it can be about emotional symptoms of midlife. I'm going to go through these 6 things, but I am here and open and ready to also answer your questions. Okay. So make sure that you ask questions if you have any. Okay. So let's talk about the first thing that just going to see if Teresa has any questions. Hello, Teresa. The message isn't there. I don't know what message you meant, Teresa. Can you see me on video? Teresa? May I put it? Me on video. And who else is here? Christine. Oh, wow. I love that, Christine. Eat right, exercise. Know you can get everything you want in life, have fun, create the life you want, love yourself. Absolutely, positively. There we go. I love that, Christina, absolutely. Do not be weighed down by this midlife phase. Do not let it get you down. Do not feel that it's hopeless. Do not feel that you can't make changes. Do not feel that, stop it already. I think that it can throw us off our path. It can make us feel really, but it's just a call. It's a call to us to take charge of our own lives. Okay. So I set out and I thought about 6 things that are really crucial for feeling your best in midlife. Number 1, food, nutrition. Changing your food, changing nutrition. Now, not in a big, huge, oh my God, what weird stuff do I have to eat? No. This is be conscious of what you're feeding and fueling your body. We're talking real whole foods, not some crap, not some preservatives, not, junk food. And that includes supplements. That includes super powders. So supplementing, you are going through a big change. And I don't care if you're post-menopause. This phase of life, you require more good nutrition. Your body's changing. Your hormones are decreasing. A lot of things are going on inside. Your digestive enzymes are less than they used to be. So as we are going through these stages in life, we need to assist our body way more than we did before. So when a woman's in pregnant, she takes really good care of herself, right? That's what you need to do now too. That's really what you need to do now, right? Is take way better care of yourself. Refresh. Oh, sorry. I am also on my personal profile. Someone just can't find me, so I'm just going to send them a link to this. Yeah, so, it's just, we're going to have fun, and I'm going to talk to you about some things that, so number 1 is food and nutrition. Now, a lot of women think, oh, just this whole thing about too much protein. Oh, just get a lot of protein, right? Get a lot of protein and eat low carb. And this is just like, that is so general. That is so general. That's not going to help you, that type of knowledge. Great if your body does well on a higher protein diet. What I think what I know, because keto is good if you do it right in midlife. And you can also watch videos from Dr. Berg, and he explains it really well. Keto needs to be done right in midlife, and that is tons and tons of vegetables and greens along with the protein. It is not about, because I talk to women for years now, and what I find they're doing is focusing too much on protein and not getting enough vegetables and greens because they're focused so much on low carb, right? So they're eating like these, it's drastic. I can't even explain it. So lots and lots of vegetables and greens. And this seems really general, but I'm serious. That's what it is. The food part is easy in this phase of life. The most fresh vegetables, salads too. Don't give up on your salads, even in winter, because when you cook vegetables and greens, you decrease the mineral and vitamin content in them. Therefore, they are not as nutrient dense, right? So that's why having salads, you get the full high fiber, you get the full live enzymes that are in the raw foods too. Now, organic is best, of course, do your best. And I'm just seeing someone's trying to find me and they're having a hard time. Yeah, and this, there's so many. Oh, there we go. Yeah, hopefully Teresa will find me. There, you can supplement by doing like more minerals, like getting some really good high quality supplements that have really good high quality minerals in them. And that is why I recommend super powder so much, like chlorella, spirulina, moringa, wheatgrass powder. All of those have fantastic, you don't have to have all of those, right? Those are just some of the good green powders. Barley grass have good quality minerals, essential fatty acids, and antioxidants. That's the fuel food your glands need, your cells need at all. And here is something, ladies. I love gray hair. I'd like to have my whole hair gray, but it's not turning gray, guys. I have very few gray hairs. I always believed wheatgrass was why my hair wasn't turning gray very fast. And someone just confirmed that. Wheatgrass. They started taking wheatgrass and their hair, they had less and less gray. And I've always believed that, but never had proof. So someone just said that happened to them. And I'm like, yeah, for me, I've taken wheatgrass powder in my smoothie for years and years and years. And I don't have very much gray hair. I stopped wheatgrass for a while, and more, honest to God, more gray hair started to come in. I believe in the qualities, the good quality, the good nutrient value of wheatgrass. So that's why I continue taking it. So I don't know when my hair is going to be all gray, honest to God. But that's just something. So that's what that tells us is rejuvenation, anti-aging, healing, protecting your cells. What else did I want to say? You know, these green minerals, these green drinks, these green super powders are so nutrient dense, and same with sprouts and microgreens. Some of those things are the easiest way for you to bump up your nutrition in such a big way. Therefore, begin to notice great results in your skin, right? In your skin, in your hair, in everything, in your health. Decrease inflammation, boost your immune system. I cannot stress enough how much we need to focus on the health part of it. And that is extra nutrition. So if you're like, well, I can only eat so many vegetables in a day, get in these super powders into your smoothies. Get serious about this, right? Because how do you want to live? How do you want to look? How do you want to feel? How do you want to be? What do you want to do now and in the future? This is about living your life. Let's stop talking about aging. It's about living. You want to live your best life, right? So number one is nutrition, by far, before anything else. That's what you want to get into check. And that is exactly what I'm talking about too in this new 14-day program that I'm doing. That's only $55 today and tomorrow. It's done in a Facebook group. You have me in the Facebook group every single day. You get handouts, you get the recipes, you get so much great, amazing information. So come in there, eat super clean for 2 weeks, and you will notice big results. Now, the number two thing that I think it's really important for people is a morning and evening ritual. And why is that number two? I thought about it and I'm like, no, I'm going to put that number two because most people don't spend enough time setting intentions, tuning into you, starting your day in a calm, focused, and beautiful way, and focusing on what you desire to create in your life, not what you don't like in your life. Not, when we're unhappy with how we feel our life or things like that, it can leave you feeling so down, and we perpetually focus on what we're not happy with. That's not going to get you anywhere. That's only going to cause you to feel worse, worse, and worse. Every day, about 95% of the time, we are focusing on the same thoughts we thought yesterday and the same thoughts the day before and the day before. Well, that means nothing's going to change. So if you want things to change in your life, that means you have to think new thoughts. That means that you have to have time during the day to focus on what are my intentions. So you can decide just 3 things, right? Okay, I'm going to eat more vegetables, 1 large salad a day and more vegetables and greens. I'm going to take time to breathe and relax my nervous system, because when we're in a consistent high stress state, your body will not release fat. It will not detoxify properly. It slows down your digestion. It affects your digestion, so you could end up with heartburn and bloating and discomfort, right? And it also lowers your immune system. And it's very hard on all your organs, right? The stress. So a lot. We're going to talk about that. But that's why you need time during the day scheduled, even if it's 10 to 15 minutes, where your body knows this is my time. I'm going to take a few deep breaths. I'm going to do some angel cards or read some Bible. I'm going to just focus on really positive thoughts. I'm going to set some intentions for my day, right? And then you do the same at night before you go to bed, because before you go to bed, what you focus on is how your sleep goes and how your morning will be. Big difference. So that's why I put morning, evening ritual, just so that you have scheduled time during the day to be with just you, to focus on you, to find joy, peace, and calm, focus, intention setting. That's what we're going to practice in the 14-day program too. We're going to practice that every day. It makes a huge difference in your life. How you start your day affects your whole day. Okay. Now, number 3 is boundaries. Having powerful, loving boundaries in your life. Now, why I put that one as number 3 is because what happens is, sure enough, people go, I just don't have time. Oh my God, I tried to do that. And then my husband came in, or my kids were there, or they were calling, or I had to go take care of this, or this and that. And that's, you have to learn. There's certain times of my day, let's say, where I have boundaries where this is my time. I will be available after. That is being smart, right? You will feel powerful. Other people will learn to respect you. You will respect yourself. You will get way more done, and you will feel more focused and clear. Because when you allow other people's energy and other people's life and other people's troubles and other people's stress and other people's problems to come in your day whenever they do, all the time, on and on, that's going to throw you right off. You won't be able to focus on you. And what's going to happen is your life will not change. So if you don't make changes in midlife, you're going to continue to gain weight, most likely. You're going to start to have lower and lower energy. You're going to feel more resentment, more frustrated, more depressed, more anxious, because that is what's happening. Your body is calling you to take care of you. So all these anxiety, a bit depression, flat, unmotivated, uninspired, is because your body, your soul is speaking loud to you. It's like, excuse me, hello, it's my time, our time for you to take care of me. And the less you take care of it, the more it will speak, the louder it will speak. And that's your symptoms. So when women are just have these bad symptoms, because you're not taking care of yourself. If you continue to have bad, terrible symptoms, you're not taking care of yourself. That's a fact. Because there are supplement formulations that can really help. Go to a good health food store. There is the way you eat can really help. Stress reduction, which we're going to talk about in a minute. Setting up good, loving, powerful boundaries with people, like saying, you know what, I'm going through something, or even if you're post-menopause, whatever, I'm choosing to take the best care of me. And I also would say this to someone else, right? I also would love for you to take the best care of you. So I honor you and your boundaries. And I would love for you to honor me and my boundaries. Mutual respect. Let's really start taking great care of ourselves. I love you. I know you love me. Let's do this. That's how you can do it, right? And if someone gets mad because all of a sudden you're not saying yes to them every minute, all the time, that is their problem. That just means they have a little bit of growing up to do. And if you keep enabling them, they're not going to grow up. That's just the way it is, right? So it's each person gets to take full responsibility for themselves. Now, if you have a disabled child or parents or something, of course you're going to spend time with them, but you also need to still take care of yourself so that you can be there for them in a healthy way, right? Most important thing. Does anybody have any questions? Let me know you're watching. Say hello. If you give me a like or a love or hello, then Facebook will actually show you my videos. If you don't comment or say hello or anything, Facebook doesn't think you want to see my videos. So they'll just won't show you. That's how they are right now. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, I would love to know if you guys have any questions, because I'm here for you. So we talked about the nutrition part that needs to change, the morning and evening rituals, which is basically time to take care of you with focus, intention, beautiful, loving, calm energy. And then the third thing is setting up some loving, powerful boundaries, because you're worth it, because you get to take care of yourself, and you get to encourage others to take great care of themselves also. And they can have good, powerful boundaries too. And then number 4, before I get to exercise, which is, stress reduction. I forgot the stress reduction. Yes, stress reduction. That's what I forgot. So I would say number 4 would be stress reduction. And then we're going to go to mindset and exercise. So stress reduction could be number 2, and it often is when I talk about it. I talk about you need to fix your nutrition and you need to decrease your stress. There we go. Thanks, Erin. Erin, I'm doing another 2-week program, Recharge and Regenerate. It's only $55 right now. If you want to jump in, we are starting Saturday, March 18th. 2 weeks this time. You did a 1 week before. The price goes up every 2 days. It's going to go to $197. So that is the place to go. I will be posting a link. Anyway, so let's talk about the green powders real quick. You can get, I would say, and I think I talked to you about this before, but you might not have forgot. The beginning of the video, I mentioned the super powders to look for in a green supplement blend, right? That's a good one to get. You can just get spirulina. You can just get moringa. Chlorella doesn't taste very good, but it's good when it's combined into a mixed green powder. Wheatgrass is great too. So the ones you want to look for are wheatgrass, chlorella, spirulina, moringa. Barley grass is good too. It's not as popular now. You might see alfalfa, which is totally good too, like alfalfa sprouts, alfalfa. You might see that in one. You might see broccoli, cauliflower. What I encourage you is to get something that for sure has chlorella or spirulina or both in it. Moringa is also excellent. So if you can just find moringa on its own, wonderful, really, really good. Spirulina on its own, also really good. Very high in protein, high in trace minerals and essential fatty acids. Wheatgrass is really, I was talking about it earlier, helps prevent gray hair, but I really want gray hair, but doesn't mean you won't get gray hair. It just means it's definitely anti-aging. Wheatgrass is a great one too. You can get wheatgrass powder. It actually tastes good, so it's not a bad tasting one. Chlorella is really magnificent. It's an algae, lots of minerals, trace minerals, high in protein, very good for essential fatty acids, antioxidants, but it doesn't have a good taste. So if you wouldn't want to buy chlorella on its own. I have it on its own, but you got to get used to it, that's all. So if you could find a mixed green powder that has 5, 7, no more than 10 ingredients, no more. Because the more ingredients, the tiny amounts. So when you have tiny, tiny amounts of 500 things, you're not going to get the benefits, right? You want, like there's some good green powders that have like 4 ingredients in them. That's really good, right? You don't want a lot of berries. You don't want a lot of fruit. You don't want any fruit or berries in your green powder. And you don't want tons of vegetables. You'll see a green powder blend with kale, broccoli, because it's cheap, right? It's cheap. So they'll use cheap ingredients because it makes it cheaper for them to manufacture, then they can sell it and there's a greater markup. They make more money, right? They make more money. So your biggest bang for your buck is to get either a green powder blend with some things like that mixed in it, or just buy one of them at a time. And sometimes you can go 1 month, you can buy one. The next month you can buy another, to build up your stock, however you want to do it. I hope that helps, Erin. And so, so we're going to go to stress reduction. Even though you don't feel like you're under much stress, as women, we're like, no, this is normal. But it's like, wow, that is normal, which is kind of unfortunate because you're still way too in a stressed out state. We're just used to handling everything for everybody, doing a lot at once, multitasking, not taking time for ourselves. And I used to be like that. I'm not like that now. I take tons of time for myself. My stress levels are very low, but it's been a practice. And if you're under consistent stress, so if your body's in fight or flight, it sees that as danger. It will not release the weight. Your immune system will be decreased. You will not detoxify properly. Your digestive system will be affected in a negative way. You're not going to digest food very well. You're not going to absorb nutrients very well. Inflammation causes inflammation in your body. It is very hard on all your organs and glands. And so basically, yeah, your health will just continue to, and you will not balance your body. You will continue to get bad symptoms. You will not balance your body. So the stress part is very, very important. And that could be as easy as taking 10 deep breaths 4 times a day. You know, seriously, noticing when you're in this state, taking a couple seconds to breathe and come into your body. Relax your shoulders as you exhale. So relax and release as you exhale. And it's so important. So doing things like yoga once or twice a week is great. But when it comes to stress reduction, you need to actually do something every day. You need to like look at what can I do every day, which is breathing. 10 deep breaths is such an easy thing that anyone can do. Drive in a car, take deep breaths. Every time I'm in my car, I focus on relaxation, relax on my shoulders, the muscles on my neck, my eyes, my jawline, and doing some great breathing and just being fully in the moment. So good to be fully present when you're driving too. Right? Because often we're not. So just take, when you go into the bathroom, if you work, go into your bathroom and use that time to when you're in there, to take some deep breaths, to feel into your body, to notice if you're holding on to stress, right? So huge difference it'll make in your life, guaranteed. And you got to stick with it. The thing is that, right, we try these things and we don't stick with them. And that's why I'm doing this in my I'm doing this in my 2-week program, so that every day you guys get used to working on things, right? So you're like, okay, today, oh, this feels so good. You'll notice in 2 weeks how great it feels to have these little habits and to have these things and to be able to do these things consistently, because that's what it takes, consistency. And that leads us to mindset and then exercise. Mindset is, so basically most of the time it's 95% mindset, 5% strategy, right? Or 90% mindset, 10% strategy, whatever. You can know what to do. You can have all the equipment. You can have all the great healthy food in your fridge. You can have a membership at the gym. You can have a whole gym in your house. But if you're not doing it, if you're not being consistent, if you're not following through, you will not get results, right? If you're not taking care of yourself, you will not be healthy. Same with your car. Most people take better care of their car than their body. True. You need to take good care of your body better than your car. But I get it. I know what you mean. So this is so important, right? So the mindset part, which I deal with in all my programs and coaching, because it is absolutely critical and crucial. Like I said, you guys know, that's when you say, I don't know why, I just don't stick to something. I'm on again, off again. I have this all or nothing attitude. If I can't do it perfectly, I give up, or I don't get results fast enough, so I give up. That is all mindset. Very few people, it's the food. I can teach you, and I will teach you the food in 2 weeks of my program, or in all my coaching. But the thing is that if you don't stick with it, if your minds keep telling you to eat those cupcakes and have that scone, and oh, she's eating it, I should too, or I feel so deprived, I got to eat this, or I'm feeling sorry for myself, or I'm feeling emotional and I eat when I'm stressed, all of that, that'll sabotage you. Doesn't mean you can't eat some of those foods. You can. And that's a big part of it, is understanding, wow, I get to eat things I really love. I get to eat some brownies. I get to have that every once in a while. I get to have cake every once in a while, you know, but most of the time I eat really healthy, really clean, because I know, and I'm choosing to feed and fuel my body in a way because I desire this type of a life. I desire to feel a certain way. I desire a certain type of a life. I don't want to be sick like so-and-so. I want to be healthy, right? Oh, you're welcome, Shelley. Do you have any questions, or is anybody on anymore? So we're talking mindset. The last part is exercise. And exercise truly, you guys, is the last thing. It really, really, really is. And I think a lot of people think, how could exercise be the last thing we think about at this phase? Because you can exercise like crazy, and exercise actually adds stress. So if you're dealing with, like in midlife, our body is going through more stress. We cannot handle stress like we used to. So therefore, even if you used to be able to do everything in your 20s, 30s, early 40s, you're a whole different ball game in midlife and beyond, right? So unless you're reducing your stress, unless you're working on stress reduction, do not start exercising like crazy. I'm going to tell you right now, because you will gain weight. You will not lose weight. And in midlife, jogging and walking is not going to help with weight gain, with weight loss. It's great to move your body. It's great to walk, to relieve tension, to get in a good state of mind, to do some gratitude, to get some fresh air. Fantastic. But it's probably not going to help you lose weight. And same with jogging. You got to do some strength training and hit high intensity interval training if your stress reduction is quite low. So you work on your stress reduction first. Then when you're like, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. I'm at a phase now where I'm like, I can handle, I don't feel like I'm overly stressed. I've reduced that. I'm feeling good. I have time for me. I take time for my breath during the day. I'm really paying attention. I'm feeling good. I'm not exhausted anymore. Then you start exercise. Then you start your exercising. Before that, you can do yoga, you can do your walks, you can do things that, help your body reduce the stress, right? So that's the type of exercising you want to do while you're working on stress reduction. And then when you feel you've kind of got that and you want to work on the weight loss, then it's like, get to the exercising. And you need to sweat, and you need to get your breath. You need to work hard. You need to be breathing heavy. Consistently, you need to be doing that 3 to 4 or 5 times a week for 6 months a year. Seriously. So I think a lot of women underestimate what's required in this phase and beyond. If you haven't exercised much, you need to bump it up a huge amount. And strength training is so important because at the age of 35, we start to lose muscle. And so in midlife, we're losing muscle quite fast, and we're replacing it with fat. And muscle is like our furnace. It's our metabolism. It helps to burn fat. So the less muscle we have, it's harder for our body to burn fat. So that's why strength training, whether it's at home, whether it's doing lunges at home, whether it's doing squats, whether it's watching a video on YouTube and doing 10 minutes a day. Yes, you can just do 10 minutes a day and you can notice a huge difference. It's better than doing 3 hours once a week. Okay. So if you approach strength training in this midlife phase, consistency and often is really important. Okay. And know what you're doing. If you hire a trainer at a gym and he's not used to women in midlife or know anything about that, then that's going to be a little tricky. Right? I've been a personal trainer. I am a personal trainer. I know exactly what is right for this phase of life. And I can help you with my coaching for sure. So if you, my one-on-one coaching, I help women with that too. And I do have some spots for one-on-one. If anybody's interested in a one-on-one coaching, just contact me. I have 1 session, 3 session, 3 weeks, 2 months, 1 month, whatever you want. So the exercise, that's another huge thing. At the end, like I said, first of all, we got the nutrition. Then we have the morning and evening rituals, which is really a way to get time for yourself, calm your nervous system, feel more relaxed, get more grounded, more focused, intention setting, thinking about what you desire instead of thinking about what you don't. And creating your life, like really working at why, my vision, how I want to look and feel, how I want to be as I age, because you want to focus on what you desire, not on what you don't. And then boundaries, loving, powerful boundaries, so that you do have time for you. You are putting yourself as a priority. Other people are able and doing what's best for them, which makes them happy, and you're doing what makes you happy, and you're not resentful and frustrated. Huge. Loving, powerful boundaries will change your life. will change your life. Okay. And so then we had stress reduction. We talked about how important that was. Then mindset, and then exercise. So those are the 6 things. When you work on those, and that's really, truly, I cannot stress it enough. Those are the things in midlife, your soul, your body, God, source, universe wants you to work on. So whatever you have been ignoring in the past, that's where you're going to have the pain in midlife. So if you've been stuffing your emotions down, not standing up for yourself, not having good boundaries in your life, you will all of a sudden, that area of your life will get worse. It'll be like, oh my God, I'm anxious, I'm depressed, I'm super stressed. People are demanding too much of me. I can't handle it. I just want to be left alone. My relationship is going to shit. That's probably what you'll experience if you have not dealt with it, right? If you haven't exercised before because you never really had to. If you, never really wanted to exercise, don't like gyms, man, you will be, right, probably gaining a lot of weight, losing your muscle really fast, feeling weak, having knee problems, maybe hip problems, having shoulder problems, neck problems, because your muscles are weak. You have super weak muscles and you have super tight muscles, and they're pulling on each other, and you'll end up in pain, right? If you haven't worked on your mindset, therefore you're focused on all the problems in your life, or you hate your belly, and that's consistently what you're thinking about, what you focus on expands. So you're going to have that aspect of your life is going to get worse, right? Family life, relationships, taking care of your physical body, anything like that, your skin. If you've never taken care of your skin, oh my God, that's going to show up big time. Right? So it's just a time when everything comes to head, whatever you haven't dealt with or taken care of. So our emotional body, it wants to bring up those emotions we've stuffed down. The emotions, the frustrations, the anger we've stuffed down for so many years, it's going to start to bring those up. And that's when you feel like, what the hell? I feel like I'm going crazy. My life feels like it's falling apart. I'm angry. I'm frustrated. I don't know why. I should be really happy. It's because it's just calling you to take care of you. It's calling you to, okay, now you need to release these emotions. Now you need to know what to do with these crazy emotions that are coming up. Now you need to take care of yourself. You need to heal. You need to heal, right? You need to release. You need to let go. You need to heal this crap that's within you. There's trauma that needs to be released. Because if you don't, it's not getting better. It doesn't magically get better. And I don't want this to be grim, because, oh my God, there's so much you can do and you can feel amazing. And I've worked through so much of this in my life. And I can tell you, I feel so much better emotionally than I have now than I did when I was younger. Way better. Way, way, way better. So that's possible. It just calls you to do that type of work. And when you rearrange your life, when you learn how to kind of integrate and bring this stuff into your life and set up your life so that you're like, oh, I can still work, yet I have time for me and I'm taking care of my body. When you start taking care of your nutrition and your body, you do have more energy. When you start focusing on your mindset, oh my God, my tooth, and boundaries, you do have time and space for you. And you're not frustrated, anxious, depressed, sad, mad, because you're like clearing that. You're like deciding that's not how you're going to be, right? And that's kind of all it's about. It's like, okay, what area am I being called to work on now, right? What area am I being called to work on now? All right, I know this was a big, long video, but I might take time and break it up into small, like do videos on this. If that's what you would love, let me know in the comments. If you can relate to any of this, what area of life do you know you get to work on now? And check out my 14-day program, Recharge, Rejuvenate. That's on my website, dianamarchand.com/rejuvenate, or message me in Messenger if you have any questions. I am here for you, and let me know if there's any future videos you would like me to do. All right. So it was so nice for you to spend time with me. I appreciate you. Feel free to share this video if you know anybody else who would be interested or love this information. Okay. Bye-bye.